Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to Crystal Vision 1111. This is a general love reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading today may apply to everyone watching. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and for your situation. And release the rest to the universe. So what messages does the universe have for the collective today, please? What do we need to know? What is happening here? What is going on? I was not used to the intensity of my emotions. Well, this is telling us a couple of things here. First of all, it's telling us that your person feels their intense emotions for you. That is something that they're acknowledging here, just like you feel this intense love for them. And neither one of you can truly deny this intense love that you feel for each other. Your person has perhaps tried to deny it, but they didn't plan on falling in love with you when they first met you. But then again, do we ever plan on falling in love? Isn't it just something that happens through right timing, through divine timing, through the magic of the universe, orchestrating meetings to allow two people to meet and fall in love with each other? That is how it happens. But what your person is saying here is that the intensity of what they felt for you when you first met one another overwhelmed them. And that's what caused them to create the problems between the two of you. It's what caused them to sabotage the relationship. It's what caused them to run, to ghost, to deny this connection and bring in all of this chaos and confusion into this relationship with you. But this says, I was not used to the intensity. That's in the past. They're getting more accustomed to this intensity. They are welcoming this intensity. It is getting to the place where your person's heart and head are no longer in conflict. Back when the two of you first started spending time together, their head was saying to them, oh no, you cannot be falling so fast for this person. You barely know them. It's only been 2 weeks, 6 weeks, 10 weeks, however long it was. You can't allow yourself to open your heart to someone this quickly. You don't know anything about them. But their heart at that time was saying, yes, it's time. This is it. Go for it. It is safe. This is home. This is the one for you. And so that conflict of head and heart created this problem for your person. So they listened to their head at that time, yapping away at them. No, 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 you can't fall in love this quickly. But your person is getting to this space where they are shutting that off and listening to their heart, because they are acknowledging here that they didn't intend to fall in love when the two of you first met, but they did. But do we ever intend to fall in love with someone? No. It's something that happens, and it happens through this magical experience that we have with this person. So let's see what else the universe wants to reveal for this reading today, please. What do we need to hear? What is going on in this connection, please? I pretended not to care about you. I was mean and unfair. See, pretended, again, in the past. And perhaps they did pretend that they didn't care. Denying their feelings, denying this connection, saying it was all in your head, perhaps. And that is very hurtful when someone does that. Because when you know without a doubt that there is something happening, when there is love, when you can see and feel the emotions coming from this person, but yet they're rejecting it and they're denying it, it can make you feel like you are kind of going a little bit crazy because you're seeing something and you're experiencing it and you're getting this hot and cold and up and down and back and forth and on and off from this person, because in that behavior, they're trying to control what's happening by pretending not to care and kind of like giving you that emotional roller coaster ride, which is not a fun ride to be on. But your person is acknowledging here that they were mean and they were unfair. And they want to apologize for this in person, because they are acknowledging by taking responsibility and accountability that they did pretend not to care when they really did. Because again, they didn't plan on falling in love with you, but they did. They couldn't control it. It's something that just happened, just like it happens for every other couple that come together in a loving partnership. We can't control who we fall in love with. It's something that just happens. You guys know that. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What messages does the universe want to reveal, please? My feelings for you came out of nowhere and knocked me off my feet. Yes, see, your person wasn't prepared for this. They weren't prepared for what was going to happen between the two of you, but that is the beauty and the power of love. It is supposed to knock us off our feet. It is supposed to wake us up and shake us up and go, wow, who are you and where have you been my entire life? I have been looking for you. I have been praying for you. I have been waiting for you. Your person felt all of that. Yes, they'd prayed for you. Yes, they'd waited for you. And they even had an awareness that someone special was going to be coming into their life. But they weren't ready for what they were going to feel. And these feelings for your person, it came out of nowhere. And it didn't feel familiar to them because they'd never felt or experienced this level of intensity, this attraction, this love, this connection to anyone before. And because it felt unfamiliar, that's what caused them to kind of like try to shut it down. It caused them to try to control what was happening by being hot and cold, by being confusing, by denying the connection, by pretending not to care. And so they can't deny what they're feeling is what they're saying here, because their love for you has always been there and it has been overwhelming for them. But during the time that you have been in this preparing for union space, they are getting ready to be knocked off their feet. They want to be knocked off their feet again by the power of this love that they feel for you. Let's see what else we need to know. What does the universe want us to hear? What messages does the universe have for the collective, please? I know I need to swallow my pride and do what's right. Yes, it is time for your person to swallow their pride, get rid of their ego, show up, and apologize. And that is the action that they're going to take. Their pride and their ego perhaps got in the way of them being able to be full on in this relationship with you. But they know they owe you an apology. They know they need to explain to you in person that they pretended not to care when they really did. They need to tell you that their love for you has always been there, that they fell in love with you at first sight, just like you did. And perhaps you guys even talked about that. Perhaps you talked about how each of you felt, that love at first sight moment that both of you experienced. But then as it became real to this person, that's what caused them to have that fear monster yapping in their head. No, you can't do this. It's too intense. You might get hurt. But your person is getting rid of the fear monster. They are shutting that down once and for all because your person wants to follow their heart. And in following their heart, it is going to allow them to swallow their pride and their ego and do what's right and show up for you and take accountability and responsibility for all of the things that they did to create problems between the two of you in this relationship. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today. What does the collective need to hear, please? You are the one I was destined to love. Yes. And we have seen this throughout this reading. There is a love destiny that runs between you and your person. And you have been in lifetime after lifetime fulfilling a love destiny with this person because you have traveled many lifetimes with each other. And so part of the intensity of the emotions that you each feel for each other is the compounded love and passion that you have shared with each other through all the lifetimes that you've been together. Imagine, let's just say you and this person have 100 lifetimes together. It's probably more, but we're going to keep it simple for math's sake. 100 lifetimes together throughout all of time. And in each of those lifetimes, you've loved one another. You've had a lot of passion for each other. And that is why when you meet in this lifetime, the connection was so intense. That's why there is this love at first sight moment. That's why this person feels like home. It's why they feel safe. It's why you can talk to each other for endless hours and feel like no time has passed, because your souls recognize each other. That's what love at first sight is. It's the souls recognizing each other from another time and place and going, oh, I know you. We've been in love before. It's time to fall in love again, only in this lifetime. So all of those 100 lifetimes, back to the math part of it, are converging in this one lifetime. And that is the why it is intense between you and your person. What the love of 100 lifetimes has all converged in this one space. And that is why the intensity of the emotions for your person was overwhelming. You were just more prepared to handle it. You were more open to being able to deal with the intensity of what you were feeling. But this love destiny that exists between you and your person, it still has to be fulfilled for this lifetime. So there's more to your story. There's more to come. The two of you have unfinished business with each other. Let's see what else the universe wants to reveal. What messages does the universe have for the collective? What do we need to know about what's going on here with this person? I'll never forget the way you looked when we first met. Yes, they have that imprinted in their brain. In that moment when they saw you, you took their breath away. In that moment when they saw you, here it comes again. It was love at first sight, just like it was for you. What did you feel when you first saw your person? Has that first vision of your person been imprinted in your brain? When you first saw them standing there, walking towards you, coming towards you, or standing up to greet you in a restaurant or a bar or however or wherever you met this person, they're still thinking about that. Just like you can, or just like you are. Your person hasn't forgotten the way you looked when you first met. That glow that emanated from within you. Because it wasn't just your physical attraction that they're acknowledging here, but that spark that is within you. That divine spark that ignited when the two of you crossed paths with each other. That is what they're talking about here. Because in that moment, in that instant, they felt something inside of them zing. And they knew that, yes, this is the one. This is the one I am destined to love. They just weren't ready. They weren't ready for what they were feeling. But through all of this, they're talking in past tense here. I was not used to the intensity. I pretended not to care. This tells us that this is past tense. In present tense, your person is working through these things. They are preparing to be able to show you that they do care and that they want to apologize and be accountable and responsible for all of the problems that they've created in this connection between the two of you. But they think about how you look when you first met, and that's something they think about all the time. Let's see what else we need to know. What does the universe want us to hear? What's going on here? What do we need to know about this person and this connection, please? You are the answer to my prayers. Okay. Remember, we talked about that as well. Your person longed for you. They prayed for you. They hoped that they would meet someone like you. Yes. And you were the answer to their prayers. They just didn't believe that it was going to come in such a powerful package. They weren't prepared for you. And you know, the other thing is, they could have spent countless years preparing for you, but they still wouldn't have been ready for you, right? No, truly, probably not. Because these kind of connections always have some sort of crisis where you each have to go your separate ways and do your individual work so that you can prepare for union. But your person prayed to meet someone like you. They hoped that they would meet someone like you. They had this longing to meet someone that they would have this deep, intense love and this great connection to. They just didn't realize that their prayers were going to be answered in such a powerful way in the package that is you. Your person wasn't ready for this when you came on the scene. But you know what? It all happened in the divine timing of the universe, and it happened in the perfection of that divine plan. So even if you had both been more ready for each other when you met, there was still going to be this place where you had to kind of like go into this separation space to prepare for union, because that is part of your destiny with each other, that you are catalysts for change in each other's lives, to encourage each other to grow and evolve and have that spiritual awakening. That is such a necessary part of this journey. But your person is saying here, they prayed for you, and they are acknowledging that you are the answer to what they prayed for. They just weren't ready for the powerful person that you are, for the beautiful person that you are. But they are thinking about how you looked when you first met each other. Let's see what the universe wants to reveal for this reading today, please. What messages does the universe want to reveal for us, please? Well, the Two of Cups. What better way to start the tarot portion for this reading than with the Two of Cups, which is about the love destiny that exists between you and your person. This is a card of union. It is a card of reconciliation. It tells us your person wants to reunite with you, because the Two of Cups is the union of hearts. It also confirms that yes, the two of you are destined to love each other. This is a once-in-a-lifetime love that you share with one another, and you still have this love destiny to fulfill with each other for this lifetime. You haven't even gotten to the good part yet. You're still dealing with the part when you're in separation from one another. The best chapters are still coming. What other messages does the universe want to reveal for this reading today, please? What does the collective need to hear? What is going on with this person? What do we need to know? The Six of Cups. This is all about your person reminiscing, thinking about you. You are on their mind. But it also tells us that yes, there is a past life connection between you and your person. Whether you are soulmates or twin flames, please just take it as it resonates. The Six of Cups is about the past. And it's not just about the past in this lifetime, but our past lifetimes as well. This does confirm that there is a very strong connection between you and your person. But it also tells us that yes, your person is thinking about you a lot, reliving your memories, replaying your conversations in their head, replaying all of your moments in their head as well, and enjoying that trip that they're taking, that nostalgic trip that they're taking down memory lane. But they're also acknowledging here through this Six of Cups that they can see where they failed you. They can see where they went wrong. This is why they're saying here they need to swallow their pride and do what's right. It's why they're saying here, I need to fix this. It's time for me to take action, because they want to restore this connection with you. And the Six of Cups is a card of reunion. So we have union and reunion here. Reunion, union, Six of Cups, getting back together, someone from the past returning. And then with the Two of Cups, it is about the union of you and your person, the union of hearts. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? What is happening here? This is the Nine of Wands. Well, the Nine of Wands is all about your person figuring out how they're going to approach this situation. The Nine of Wands is also a card of courage. It tells us your person is going to find that courage to swallow their pride, get rid of their ego, and do what's right. This is about your person figuring out how they're going to apologize, figuring out what plan of action they're going to put into place to start showing up for you, to start talking to you, to start seeing if you're going to be willing to spend time with them. This is about your person doing what it takes to start showing up for you, being there for you, communicating with you, and fighting their way back to you as well with that Nine of Wands. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What does the collective need to know? What does the universe want us to hear? What is happening here in this connection? What does the universe want us to hear for this reading? The Magician. I don't know how that flew out, but it did. I think I don't know if it might have flown up in the air. The Magician is a powerful card, guys. And I love the Magician in this deck because we have the Sword, we have the Pentacle, we have the Cup, and we have the Wand, which are the 4 elements that are in the tarot cards, obviously. This talks about the connection between you and your person being a physical connection, a passionate connection, yes, and mental connection, an intellectual connection, because when the two of you are communicating, you guys have great conversations, you're very witty with each other, you share a lot of jokes, and there's a lot of laughter that happens here in this connection between you and your person when you guys are having conversations, and that's something they miss as well. But also what we have here with the Magician's Cup tells us about the love connection that's here. And the Magician's Wand, it's about the spiritual connection that is here between you. So you and this person fire on every level, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. But as well, this tells us your person is going to be able to find that courage and confidence that they need to reach out and communicate and start putting their plan of action into place. They just need to start taking action. But this Magician card, the Alchemist in this deck, tells us that they're going to do that. Alchemist also tells us that they are so very attracted to you, and they think about this connection with you all the time, thinking about all of your shared experiences with each other, but also projecting into the future what this life with you would look like. Because they say here, you're the one I was destined to love. They're already thinking about this future with you that comes with that 2 of Cups. And if this is something that they're thinking about and holding this vision in their mind about the 2 of you being together and in union with each other, that is something that they're trying to manifest as well with this Magician card being here. And I love this Magician card because it has this huge blue cloud infinity symbol that does support this infinite connection that is here between you and your person. What other messages does the universe want to reveal to the collective, please? What messages do we need to hear? What do we need to know about what is going on with this person and this situation? This is the 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands is this card of longing and yearning and your person missing you. We can see this figure standing out here looking to the sea, and the person that he loves is on that boat, and that boat is almost to the shore. This tells us that the wait is almost over, that your person is on their way back to you. The 3 of Wands is a card of longing. It's a card that tells us your person misses you. But it's not just like, you know, I miss my friend. It is a deep longing that comes from the depths of their soul, and you feel it as well. It's the kind of longing that causes you to be sad, to be melancholy, to not eat or to overeat, to not sleep, to take all these thoughts to bed with you, because that is what yearning means. And this is the energy that your person is putting out right now. And you're probably picking that up from them as well, because if they are longing for you and yearning for you, you will definitely be feeling that, because that is a missing you times 100. Absolutely. But what I like about the 3 of Wands is it tells us that yes, this wait is almost over, because your ship is almost at the harbor. Your ship is on its way, and your person is on their way as well. So let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What do we need to hear? What do we need to know? What is going on here? What does the universe want to reveal? What messages does the universe have for the collective? What do we need to know? What is happening here? What do we need to know? Loyal heart. The owls looking at each other, very much like this couple in the 2 of Cups are looking at each other in a way Right, and I love this loyal heart card. It comes with number 35, if anyone resonates with that, because these two owls, it symbolizes divine masculine and divine feminine, very reminiscent of this Two of Cups. And it is about union, your person being loyal to you, but also loyal to their heart. And we talked about this a little bit in the beginning about how your person was listening to their head. Oh no, you can't fall in love with someone so fast. It doesn't make any sense. You could get hurt. You should really not allow yourself to be in this connection with your person. And on that fear monster yapped in your person's head. I moved it because I want to put it here. But your person is listening to their heart. They want to be loyal to what they feel inside their heart for you. And that is something they have always felt. This is why they're saying here, you're the one I'm destined to love. We have a love destiny. I wasn't used to the intensity of my emotions. I pretended not to care. These feelings came out of nowhere. And I tried to shut it all down with my head, but couldn't make that happen because what I feel for you in my heart is more powerful than all of that fear and all that other stuff. Your person's being loyal to what they're feeling in their heart. And what they feel in their heart is this love for you. This love that spans many lifetimes. This love that comes with this Two of Cups. Your person is saying here with this loyal heart card that yes, the two of you belong together and they have gained much greater wisdom during the time that you have been in this separation space, preparing for union, and they can see things with greater clarity now than they have before, especially with these two owls being here, if anyone resonates with owls. And I love how this owls make this heart shape, and there's another heart down here. So yes, this is about your person following their heart, which leads them back to you. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What messages does the universe have for the collective? What do we need to hear? What do we need to know about this situation, please? Catch your breath. Sometimes we have to take a big inhale and exhale. Make sure that we breathe while we are going through everything that we are going through in this separation from your person. But I feel what this also means is, I'll never forget the way you looked when we first met. You took their breath away. They had to catch their breath when they first saw you, and you probably felt something very similar as well. But what this is also saying for you guys watching the reading, make sure that you relax. Make sure that you breathe. Make sure that you take a moment for yourselves every day to distress. Get rid of the stress that's in your life. Get rid of your feelings of being overwhelmed. Try to make sure that you have some positive experiences and positive self-love and self-care for yourself every day. Take a moment to catch your breath and do what you need to do for you to restore your soul, to restore your body, your mind, and your spirit. That is what this is saying. But much more so, it's saying that when your person first saw you, took their breath away, and they probably did the same thing to you, right? Was your breath taken away? Did it cause you to kind of like catch your breath like that in that moment you first saw your person? That is what they were feeling when they saw you. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. What does the universe want us to hear, please? Get to know each other. This card always makes me so happy because it's just so very beautiful, and it's a happy card. Learn to meet another's need for love. It is about learning how to love one another the way that you each need to be loved. Everyone wants to be loved differently. And sometimes that can relate to that language of love. Some people like acts of service. Some people like words. Some people like actions. Really, it's just best to do all of it, because that is what we all need to feel and experience, right? Words and actions need to be in alignment, and so do gifts, and so does service. But what this really means is you and your person need to spend time together again, getting to know each other. And your person will make sure that they put forth this energy and effort to make this happen with you, because your person is saying through all of this reading that their love for you has always been there. They made a lot of mistakes, and they did it because of their pride. They created these mistakes because of their egos, their fear, their insecurities, their own self-doubt, that allowed them to create so many problems and chaos and drama in this connection. But they don't want that to be there anymore. They want to reconcile with you. They want to start over with you. And this time, with this Two of Cups and this Six of Cups being here, they will put forth more effort and energy than you have seen them put forth in the past. Because with this Nine of Wands crowning this reading, it tells us that they're going to do what it takes. They're just trying to figure out what they're going to do, what they're going to say, how they're going to do it, and how they're going to say it. But they will do it. They'll get it done, because that's what this Magician card is all about. Them finding the courage, the strength, and the confidence to make it happen. They're also saying here, the time is coming. The wait is almost over, but your person wants to spend some quality time with you, getting to know each other again. That is what this card is about. Going away, taking a little trip, taking a little mini break with each other, just hanging out for a weekend at each other's houses. Doing something to where you guys can start talking and communicating, because you've both changed during the time that you have been preparing for union. You're both in this elevated space. Both of you have a higher vibration than what you had before. But your person is saying here they want to get to know you again, because you've both changed and you've both transformed during this time that you have been away from each other in this place where you're preparing for union. And you have both raised your vibration. You're different people. You're more spiritually aware. You're more in tune. You have greater telepathy and empathy with each other now than you ever had before. And you will need to get to know each other again, because it's going to be different. And what better way to get to know each other again than by spending quality time together, talking, hanging out, going for walks, making dinner, taking a little trip, taking a road trip, going somewhere, just being with one another. This is what your person very much wants to do, because they want to get to know you all over again. Only this time they will be prepared for the love that they feel for you. They won't hide it. They won't deny it. They won't try to stuff it away. They won't try to make it. They won't be this self-sabotaging person again, because your person is ready for the love that they feel for you. When this person shows back up and starts reaching out to you and communicating with you again, they will be ready for the intensity of their emotions and for the power of this love that exists between you. They will no longer be fearful of their feelings. They won't need to run and hide from what they feel for you. They want to be knocked off their feet, is the bottom line here. They want to have that experience with you again, only this time they're not going to be afraid of it. Let's see what messages the universe wants to reveal for this reading today, please. What do we need to know? Blossoming. Opening, actualizing, and expressing. Yes, this is all about your person's love for you blossoming, and them being able to express their love for you. And if we look at this card very closely here, it looks like they're expressing their emotions to each other, doesn't it? Of course it does, because they're getting to know each other authentically. They're getting to know each other on that real level, on that emotionally intimate level. And that is what is going to blossom here in this connection with your person. Your person will be so much more expressive of how they feel about you. That is definitely the energy of that Six of Cups and Two of Cups. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What messages does the collective need to hear? What messages does the universe want to share with us? Gentle, compassion, softness, and tenderness. This is how your person sees you. Someone who's compassionate, someone who's generous with their love, someone who's nurturing, someone who's gentle, someone who is tender. And this is the energy of how your person wants to represent themselves to you, especially if they were harsh with you. And where do they say that? Yes, I was mean and unfair. Your person doesn't want to be mean to you. They want to be gentle, compassionate. They want to be soft and tender as well. Yes, you guys can pick up the imagining on those meanings there. But your person is saying here, you have always treated them with such kindness and compassion. And treating you the way they did by pretending they didn't care was mean. It was unfair. And they know they should not have done that. They want to make amends for all of this, and this is the energy that you're going to see coming from your person, because they are going to follow through with this plan that they are putting in place, because this Two of Cups is all about union with your person. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What does the universe want us to hear? What messages does the universe have for the collective? What do we need to know? What is happening here? North Star. Well, this is about purpose, calling, and direction, and this is definitely the love destiny that exists between you and your person. The North Star is guiding your person back to you, and your person is finding their way back to you, and they are making their way back to you as fast as they can. There is a divine plan here in this connection with your person, and we know that because there is a love destiny between you, and you are soulmates or twin flames. Soul counterpart connections always follows along with the divine plan of the universe. You still have a love destiny to fulfill with each other, but your person is finding their way back to you, finding their way back to this light of your love. In your person's heart and in your person's mind, you are their North Star, guiding and directing them, pulling them back to you, because your person is acknowledging here that you do have a purpose to be in each other's lives, and that is this divine calling that you have with one another, that you have this love destiny to fulfill with each other for this lifetime. Let's see what else we need to know for this reading today, please. What does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? What is happening here? What do we need to know? Fierce, bold, passionate, and brave. And that is definitely how your person sees you. They see you as someone who is bold, passionate, and brave. But it's one of the things that attracts your person to you. This fierceness, the way that you are, just so spontaneous, so passionate, so bold in how you are with them. But as well, your person is going to find their own fierceness and start making their way back to you, especially using the help of that Magician card to pull up their confidence, their strength, and their courage that also comes with that Nine of Wands. And your person is going to come for you. They're going to come with this fierceness. They're going to come with confidence, and they're going to come with all of the power that they have and then some, because they do regret not being there for you when the two of you were spending time together before, because they acknowledge that their feelings were there for you. They acknowledge that there was an intense connection. They're acknowledging that their emotions were there for you, but it overwhelmed them and they weren't ready for the intensity of what they were feeling. And that's what caused them to act and behave in ways that were hurtful to you. And they do regret so much of that. And you will see them taking accountability and responsibility for that in person. But what else they're saying here is they're coming at you with this fierce energy because they're coming to claim you. They want this future with you. They want this relationship with you. And they are no longer fearful of what they feel. They're ready for the intensity of the emotions that they feel for you. They're no longer overwhelmed by what their feelings are. They're no longer overwhelmed by this love. They know that you are the one for them, and they know that this connection with you has a fate that still needs to be fulfilled for this lifetime. And they want to be loyal to their heart by following their heart, which, like the North Star, is leading them back to you. This is your reading for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to all of you. Have a great day, everyone.